Hi people, how are you? ¿Qué pues? It's me, Anita, again with you. I hope that everyone is safe and chill at home. I heard that the people that already work from home have a lot of work. So I hope that everyone is just okay. So today I want to talk to you about the personality or the mentality of Colombian women. Why? Because if you know this, then it's easier to understand our culture and maybe get to her heart. Yeah. Welcome, Mailbots. And as well on this video, I want to send special greetings to my son, to his father, and my friends Aaron, uh, Jeff, everyone that knows me. Thank you. Yes, so the personality of Colombian woman, I will say it could be very diverse, and I want to almost explain it on the. It's not a chalkboard on the blackboard, but it's white. I don't know. You understand me. You understand me. Okay, let me see what I have here. So let me see. Shit, I'm sorry. Hola, I like your channel. Hola, Pakijat. Thank you. Welcome. Okay, so over here, now I want to feel like a teacher. So basically, we have three type of women, Colombian woman. One that is conservative, one, let's say, modern, and one, let's say, um, moderate. Yeah. So usually I know that foreign men love this type of Colombian woman, the conservative. What is the conservative woman? For what I have seen, not everyone has the same taste. So the conservative is subsim, submissive. Hey, you forgive my English. Submissive. It's like this with this B or with the B? I think it's with this one, no? Submissive, family oriented, that likes household chores, chores, chores or chores. I don't know. You correct me, please. Right? Yeah. Be sexy, like a bomb body, like bomb body and face. Faithful, right? This is what you guys usually like when you go to Colombia. Like you want to find all of this because you say that the American woman doesn't have these things, right? Then there is another modern that foreigners doesn't like it and they fear from Colombian women, in my opinion. Let me know if you agree or not, which is gold digger, right? Eh, unfaithful, right? Unfaithful, it will be always still hot, right? Unfaithful, yeah, like a psycho, like psycho, not like controlling, yeah. And there is the moderate that will have a lot of this with the difference that this one wouldn't be financial, not financially dependent, not financially dependent, but even if it will be a nice woman, is someone that may be taken by someone closer, not necessarily unfaithful. Yeah, I'm back. So we have here the stereotypes that the men have of Colombian women in general. If you are visiting Colombia to find like a wife of a girlfriend. If it's conservative, we'll say submissive, family oriented. She likes household chores, sexy, like she has to have the bone body and face, and faithful. There is the other extreme that is modern. We call it modern. She will be gold digger, unfaithful, hot, and controlling. And there is the moderate, which is the most healthy, but usually you don't like either this one, for what I have seen. And is that is not financially dependent, but might be taken by someone closer. She's not necessarily unfaithful, like she will just look for someone closer to her, like any normal person, you know? How am I gonna have a Colombian accent speaking in English? Impossible. I could have, I could have talking like this, but I don't want to. Plus, I will always talk to people and clients in a better English. See? Okay. So the real base. Saying some Spanish, say something in Spanish, my friend. I'll say it later when I want to. Okay, so yes, these are the three types, right? But in general, I will tell you that the personality of a Colombian woman, on the good side, or that we all have in common, we all have it in common, is ambitious. We are very ambitious, even if we don't tell you, we are. Second, in general, not me, but in general, um, Colombian women in front of men, they like to be more soft. Why? Because our parents taught us to be submissive, to be softer, to be pleasant for your boyfriend or whatever, which is all right, but there is a wrong side of it, because they also teach you to be financially dependable, and this is the part that where parents make it wrong, because they raise their daughters to be succinct, to be pleasant, to be hot, or for everything for their boyfriend or um, or for the boyfriend or whatever, that they forget that she needs real independency. And they even pay for studies for their daughters to go to the university, find a good job, but it results that even if you have studies, it's like this become a part of your personal life to be an asset to get a better man, even if you are not gonna use your knowledge anywhere. No, I'm not married, I'm divorced. Okay. So yeah, so even if you have knowledge in university or something, like your parents raised you to be um, independent and give you studies, but they will always be asking you, when are you gonna bring your boyfriend, or what, or if you get one, like what does he do, like does he has a study or everything? Otherwise you will be criticized. Once you get married, then it's expected that the man takes the financial care of the household, or even if you work, that the men take most of it. So still, that makes you as a woman be more dependable on your man. So that's the kind of uh, mentality that Colombian women have, like always ambitious, find someone better, like to give yourself a better status or a better thing, but they forget the important part, that is you be actually uh, financially dependent. Because you know what? Maybe at the beginning it is nice, but then the man gets tired too. You get tired and everything finish, and then just end up just in a bad relationship. Yes, or there is also like the, don't you worry, I'm reading your comments while I'm talking, and when I finish I will read all of your comments and answer all of your questions. Uh, or there is also the Colombian woman that is the modern, that is so ambitious. And then, oh, I'm sorry. And there is also something about the conservative woman. Why is so difficult to have a long term if you are a foreigner with a Colombian woman? I'm sorry, there is like a fight outside. Let me see. Oh my God, there is a fight. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hope that.
Y'all don't start arguing though. Y'all don't start arguing though. Y'all chill, bro. Y'all talk.
Yeah. Are you okay, ladies? You okay, ladies? You're okay? Okay, please. All right. Did you see the fight? I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, I forgot my shoes. I need to wash my feet right now. No, there was everything. There were black girls and black men. Yeah, they should, but you know what is going on? It seems like it seems like the parking lot is open. So now that we are in quarantine, hey, thank you, Freebeard. Did you enjoy the show? I just don't want to be clearly recording because they could say like, oh, this Spanish bee or something. She's gonna she's recording us like, let's go at her. And in the past, I had two guys where I live. They were very high. They were very high. And then, I'm sorry, I had to change the topic. And then I was like coming at 1 a.m. or middle night with my kid because I was working. And then when I come back home, there are two guys. My son is on top of me sleeping. And there are two guys downstairs. Wherever I see them, I avoid them and they avoid me. But that night, no. One of them came in front of me and then he got down his pants and turned around very fast and then he started pooping, literally pooping. I got so mad that I insulted him. I told him like, mother, you are very dirty. Move out your dirty ass, whatever. But as soon as I say that, I went upstairs running like if the devil itself was following me. And I'm very strong for real. I went upstairs very fast, and then I opened all the doors and I lock and turn off the lights, and I hide it in the closet to call the police because I knew if they were so high they wouldn't be that fast. And if they go upstairs, if they see a light on at that time, they will know which apartment is mine, right? So so I called the police, they came, and then I asked the police, I don't want to be contacted after I call you. And that's what they did. They they saw everything. They put the handcuff on them. Then, because when the police came, they were already screaming on top of their lungs, we're gonna kill you, bitch. Where you at? Where? And these are two huge men, like 6 feet strong. And they were like Chicanos, the American kids of Mexicans. And I was like, oh my God, I was shitting my pants. And then I heard the police. Then I heard his wife saying like, and then a kid crying. I felt bad because I didn't know they have a kid. Otherwise, I would maybe stay shut up or something. I don't know. But then they were crying, but the wife didn't know exactly what happened. And then I heard that the ambulance was called. Seems like they got unconscious, so they went to jail. Well, the thing is that the next day, the next days of the next week, I started to ask my friends, told them, so they escort me to my place, and my friends are very big too. So then they thought that I was looking for them to hurt them. They didn't know I was really scared. And of course, I told the landlord what happened. Then the wife understood what happened, and they were very embarrassed. Like they were out of their mind in that moment. And as well, when I found them outside, I just wave at people outside, imaginary people, just to make them think that I knew more people than they think. But then my son, he's innocent. He see a black person because he's half black or a Hispanic person, and his instinct is to say, "Hey, hi, hi." He's very charismatic. So, so then the first thing my son does, he's like, he just don't say hi. He just go close to them, running to say, "Hey, how are you?" But I went out running after him, and then they were just laughing and they were just being nice to my kid. Ah, no, I'm fine. So I understood that it was something like one mistake they made, a very bad, but I'm glad that they were not that bad people as I thought. Yeah, okay. Canada is nicer. You mean hard foreigner like me to America? Oh my God, they're screaming again. You know what? I think I'm just gonna call the police. Do you listen? Do you listen? You say, you're disrespectful with no reason. The mama is out there. They're clapping. Well, this is weird, for real, because in my neighborhood, I have been living here 4 years, and this is the second time I heard like a corner, like a like a fight. You know what? They are fighting too much. I will call the police. It's over. But if I call them, they will know it was me. But if I don't call them, if something happens, then I will feel guilty. What to do? What to do? Yeah, but I was hearing that one of them was pregnant. Like, I mean, I feel scared, but in the past I have been in shootings. This should not be that bad. One time I was set up with guerrilla, so I should not be scared. But people in USA is another crazy level. Like at least in Colombia, if you get in trouble, or like if you get in like you just get like caught between fires, which neighborhood is like this, or that like it's different. but but in here, like, people is really really unpredictable. Like, you could see a normal person, but here there is a lot of psychos. There is good people, don't underestimate me. There is very good people. And I feel sad that these ladies happen to be black, because most of black people I know are very nice. Yeah, it got settled down. What I will do is that I will just call the manager. I think that the police came. Let me see. Let me. No, no, they didn't. Of course, police is not gonna show up in quarantine. They already say that they are not gonna show in quarantine to break down or street fights or something like that. No, no, but you know what? It's because, like, in Colombia, it's easy to see, like, first, to a good person to have a gun is very difficult. It has to be that you are part of the law enforcement, or you are actually very threat, or like you need to have, like, there is a major control of it. And if you that are home, and if you have one being a civilian, is because you must be um, a sicario or a killer or something, like, and then you see their faces, and then if, like, I think that the face tells everything. And in the second that someone opens their mouth, you can feel their energy. I don't know. That's what I think. But here, that's the difficult part. Someone in any second of a regular fight, as easy as having a gun to treat, someone else could get even more angry and then do it. Hey, you, Jojo, how are you? Benjamin Goodness, I'm from Medellin. I see y'all more connected now after the fight. This is what you like to watch, no? Well, right now you wouldn't watch nothing. Maybe just me washing my feet because I got so scared that actually someone could get hurt that I forgot my shoes and you don't know if someone spits on the floor. You know? But at the same time, it's good that they see you outside and you talk to them because once they do, they feel like once they do hear you, they feel like, oh, we could be accused or someone could call the police, we could get in trouble. Like it's like a way to make it less. Where you from? Don't start coming placing music for everyone. Yeah, that's what I don't like. You know that the store here in Austin, the gun sales got done. Everyone bought guns. I think they're waiting after 1 or 2 months of the quarantine because I mean, we even received a letter from the manager saying that we should lock our doors very well because they are starting to break into some apartments in the city. A good damn, I also have to watch. They were fighting in front of my car. I don't want my car to be hurt, or at least I want to um, proof what could have happened. Yeah. I don't know why people, like in the worst time, people, instead of having the good out of them, no, they just take the worst. They argue about the most stupid stuff. What do you say? Um, all right, let me start responding some questions. First, I want to say hi to, let me see, Free Beard, thank you for your donation. Same as Jojo, thank you for your donation. You are very special to me, particularly on these times. Take Joe Biden's advice and fire a shot into the air. No, I can't. At first, I don't like guns. Second, I have a kid. Third, I think that sometimes the most simple things can give you security more than a gun. Like, for example, if someone is following me, I will just make a fake neighbor, a ghost neighbor saying hi. Uh, if someone wants to come in, I just put a top on the floor so no one can open it even if they break the lock. And eventually I will put like a poster of someone standing there, like in those public storage places. And here in the front, for sure I'm gonna put an extra lock. And then on the outside I will put that I have coronavirus. And leave a light on and with a radio on in the inside. Girls call the police files. Don't call unless somebody get beat down or battered short. You say criminal are just as bad as anywhere in the world. They just have a strong military and police force. Hello from Florida. In my 2 months of being in Medellin and partying every night in Parquelleras, I never saw one fight. See, free beer. Everyone thinks that Colombia is super violent, but I mean, like, we take bad words in such a good way. Like, even you have no idea how many people tell me jokes about droga, Pablo, coke, and you have no idea how many I call some of the beaches, but if I do it in a good way, they wouldn't even realize. Like, they take it good. Hello from Florida. I have a drink and get comfortable. Hi. Well, I actually have a drink. I should. Here's a little bit of wine. Whoa, shake it. Uh, Even watching a fight, the blood starts to pump. Yeah, it is. Word of the day. Welcome, by the way. Jaguar, Tawantin Suyu, when you say woman get tired of man and man get tired of woman, I think you break up. You was never in love with each other. I'm sorry, Jaguar. Of course I did. My ex-husband, I love him to death. And even after everything, I still love him unconditionally because at the end of the day, he's the father of my son. So there will always be, and I want the father of my son to be okay, so my son be okay, regardless. Are you living in America now? Yes. You're good. That water pressure is strong. Oh yes, I opened the bath. You're gonna take a shower? Nah. I should. Well, you know what? I will. After I finish this, I will because anyways I need to remove the makeup. I use my makeup to stay at home and show you more pretty because I always look all crazy nowadays. I got that Spaniard look. If your tongue is blue, lol. What is blue? Small dog like a home alone. Exercise your second amendment. Please go loud more often. Okay, I will. Hello, you still live in USA? Yes, Scott. Only bad people are armed in Colombia. Yes, a lot of Americans conceal carry guns. In the US, good people are also armed. Yeah, I know that in the US, good people are also armed, but that's the thing I tell you. Like, it's unpredictable because good or bad can have it. I have a question. What do you think is the best neighborhood in Laureles near La 70? Well, it's difficult because Laureles is, oh, yeah. The one that is close to this park is between La 70, but that's not exactly Laureles. Let me have for you that information later. Because Laureles, I will say that Floresta is better to live because Laureles, mostly old people are living there, so, and there is more possibility to get robbed. They think that people have money in there. You convinced me to move to Colombia years ago. I moved and you moved to so what the fuck? You knew I'm sorry, life circumstances. What can I do? My heart was in love. Or is, I don't know. You don't have to worry if you pull out a little pea shooter. Pea shooter, they will scatter like cockroaches. A pea shooter? Don't understand. My gun is locked in a safe. Cheers, cheers. Unlicensed but never owned a gun. I was supposed to be a border guard many years ago. Oh my lord. A border guard. Those are scary. Everything with immigration is scary. Very scary. Just kidding. I think I can be friend of everyone. I don't know. You should live in Texas. Yes, I do, David. Okay, so Then what was I even talking? Gun pea shooter. Ah, okay. Gun is pea shooter. Okay, thank you for explaining me. I didn't know that one. Okay, so let's go back to the topic. BB gun is a pea shooter. I was living in Poblado for a year. I guess you are back in Medellin, so I will retire in there once this corona is over. No, Jim, I'm right now in Austin, Texas. But I still have my contacts and air all the info about Colombia. That doesn't change. And the rest of my family as well. Okay, yeah, conservative girl. So that's the kind of girl that mostly men want. Yes, it is, Jose, but why are you even asking that question? Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs. It's a waste of time, money, health, energy. And it's a fountain of problems. Yeah. It's difficult that someone believe me that being from Medellin, I have never, ever, ever tried one single drug in my whole life. Ever. Ever. And I don't even feel curious about it. I think that also like I have read and studied because I had a cousin who fell on it and it was very difficult. He has years out of it. And the thing is that he got into in the university, started to go to raves, and in the raves the pills and everything is very often, so he felt very hard for it. And so then I asked for some information, and then they say that, and we all support him, so they say that if you have 21 and you never try it, most likely you wouldn't even feel curious to try it your whole life. Yeah, I know. That's why it's so profitable for to everyone send it to USA to do drugs because the Americans will pay for that. But that's the also a difficult part of it. Like if the South American countries or there is Iran is also a high producer of it. Some Arab country, if they produce so much, and it's such a profitable business, then it must be that they have more big narcos in USA, but they just don't make it public. But they never make public who are really the narcos, and plus should be more hidden um insecurity here than even in those other countries. Yeah, I know. Of course, Mel. So yeah, so where Colombians are nice, but Canadians are also nice, but they aren't social like Colombians. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know many Canadian people. Colombian women personality is very different from Mexican women. Mexican women act like black women nowadays. Sorry, had to say. But my question is how black or Mexican act because it's I don't know the difference. Si fuera mi muerte me querían. Everybody gotta try drugs in Colombia. I feel there is no fake drugs in Colombia. All are real. Oh my. But to make a trouble just to have drugs, what a waste of time. When there is more things beautiful to see, like when you go to a place, I hear very little people that actually go for the beauty of the place. They go for the people. Oh yes, there is a lot of corruption. And Canadian, he's right. Oh, I see, Freebird. Well, welcome to my Canadians friends, Canadians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what I so what I was saying, in general, all the Colombian women are ambitious. That doesn't mean that they don't have a heart. And one of our top one priorities is and will always be family. Always. To even announce that we have a serious boyfriend, it takes time, most of the cases, unless we get discovered. Because, and this goes for men and for women. Because when you like someone for something serious, your family will take that other person that you like as part of their family. So therefore, this person is someone that you need to be 100% sure that is the right for you, because it's almost like they are thinking or planning that you both are gonna get married and have kids, and they will expect you to act like that's your life partner. And this is like living together, making a family, taking care of each other. And if the guy is not in the same page, then it's an embarrassment for the woman or the man. Yeah. So that's why that's one of the reasons that it's difficult that actually a Colombian tell their family that is your boyfriend or your girlfriend unless they are very sure about it. And yeah, and the ambitious, like there is two type of ambitious. If it's a good woman, um, she will have ambitions, but she wouldn't want to feel her ambition through your money. She will want to feel her ambition by working with you while doing her own thing. But this is the sad part. Most of Colombian women fall in relationships depending of the men, and usually these long distance relationships doesn't work because the guy is sending money to this woman. Sometimes it's not enough, so this woman will have other men on the side. Or maybe if she's responsible and receive the money and she keeps working on it, the man feels left on the side because she's not taking much time with him. And it doesn't work, because if you are never planning to live in Colombia or take her to your own country, that then on the long term eventually she will want to make a family. So how is that possible being long term? So and then that relationship is destined to finish, because if she wants to have kids with you and start a family, long distance just simply doesn't work. Also, the jealousy, we're very competitive. The jealousy comes out of the competitivity. Colombian women always compete with other women. Like, even if you go, like if you are in Colombia and you are dating an American man, the other ones will look at her or you like, you're dating someone that is less than me. So we are essentially cocky, unless unless we are friends. And even myself, I'm cocky. Oh yes, but I'm cocky because I know what I got. And what I got is not a body. What I got is this. So that from me, that's the part what I'm very cocky about. You got engaged in Neva. Some reason I think her parents don't like me much, especially Mama. Why do you think that she didn't like you enough? When I lived in there in Medellin, I saw a lot of Colombians treat the Venezuelans badly. I did not like seeing that. Yes, there is a long history with Colombians and Venezuela. When Venezuela it was like USA, Venezuelans used to treat very badly to Colombians. And I have it as experience. Like my mom, when she was younger, she was treated like she was a good person, but she had beauty. She was very beautiful, gorgeous. So the woman always, wherever she was working, made up things that, or she stole when she didn't, or the men that she rejects, then uh, she 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 could reject someone because she simply didn't like him, and then he will say that she's a gold digger or a prostitute when she doesn't even try to do nothing with someone. Or even like she once had a guy that uh, make it was a house and a photograph place. He made a fire and then say that, then accuse my mom, and then they found the proof that this guy did it, and he was family member of those people that he burned the place for. And then also like uh, myself, my parents were Colombians in Venezuela. So I had friends that didn't come out into my place, even if we had all the same status, same house. Like we were medium high class in Venezuela, and then they wouldn't come into my place because my parents were Colombians. Like if they were bad people, and they had a in that time they had a factory of auto parts, and these people were just like that. So now that things have changed, this history is like revolved. At the beginning, Colombia was receiving with open arms to all of Venezuelans. But with the time, a lot of the Venezuelans started to make like very dirty crimes, like extremely dirty crimes. Like if you hire someone to help them to be a housemate in your house, or you get a relationship with a guy and then you happen to have kids, they will kill your kids. They will steal your belongings. Like not everyone is like this, and I was thankful because when I was, even though I was Colombian, when I was moving back to Colombia, they treat me like half Venezuelans because they were no Venezuelans in that time. I was like the novelty, and they treated me amazing. My my when I finished my high school in Venezuela, the the level of education was way lower than in Colombia. So when I got in university, I had some troubles because like in the first class of calculus, I was so lost. I like they were talking to me about integrals and everything, and I never was taught that in my high school. So they helped me out. The first thing when I told the teacher that I had these difficulties, so they opened their time to help me out to put myself in the right page. And they had a lot of patience with me to help me out to level to the Colombian level of education. So I have very good proof that the Colombians were treating very well at the beginning the Venezuelans. But now it's out of control. You go to Cucuta, the border between Venezuela and Colombia, it's like living in hell. People is sleeping in the streets with their babies, everything. And when you know that where is such a high level of poverty, there will always be crime. There will always be someone that didn't have the right level of education, that wasn't loved, that was thought to be a criminal. It's people that have come from Venezuela that were eating out of the garbage to survive. So it's expected that there will be such a high crime. So that's why the Colombians have treated them lately very bad. And it's sad. And it's wrong. Still, it's difficult to judge who is good and who is bad. I recently got engaged in neighbors. What is the best time to visit Colombia? December. December is a good time. August too, with depending of the city. She like boss. What is the best time to visit Colombia? December. Oh yeah, every time is the best time to visit Colombia. I want to visit during cool weather. Ah, that's my point. Well, Roy, what happened is that the cold weather, depending on the city, is most likely very rainy. Like the weather in Colombia doesn't change much by stations like it does in USA. And what you will find over there is that there will be cold cities and hot cities. So, for example, Bogota is known as a cold city. If you go to the coast, to the Pacific, for example, the Chocot is known as a hot city with humidity. Well, that then it will be perfect for you. If you go to Medellin, it will be a regular weather, not too hot, not too hot, not too cold. Like no one even use AC or they don't use heaters because at the mats you just see a fan, but the weather is pretty stable. Brazil is nice, yes, it's nice too. Still expensive. Colombia is way cheaper right now to visit, but no one can by the pandemic. It's a good time to make a business. It's a good time to make a business producing for foreigners that are beginners. It's a good time to buy properties, uh, make a business in coffee, agriculture, um, textiles. Textiles. I think it's underrated. Let me explain why I say Mexican women is now like black women. They don't cook for their family and do different things anymore. Do Colombian women still believe in that? Like any woman believe in that, but like when you are in USA, the work consumes you so much that you don't like you understand why people don't take that much time to cook. It's too much. Even me, like now I have to cook for the pandemic. I don't want to go out, but sometimes I'm so tired that I don't want to cook. I just cook when my son is in here because I want him to because for us it's fun. Like I put him like a chef dress and then I try to include him to cooking and he loves it. So yeah. And it will be more nutritious, but when I'm by myself, to go. Everything food to go, outside food. That depends. You know that that is another whole topic. You know that Colombia has a status of the houses, so you have from 1 till 6. It depends on the area that you want. And as the pandemic started, the dollar, the pesos, Colombian pesos price or cost lower than way too much in comparison to the dollar. So it will be better, good for that. Oh my God, yes, it's a good time for someone to start a meat substitution company in China called William. And forget about the bad. This Like we say in the last video, this was something planned. It was not just about the bats. Like this was a virus created, a created virus, and loose among a bat. All right, so yeah, that was all. Tú practicar mi español conmigo, de pronto. Oh my lord, latron latán. Thank you. I feel flattered. I know, but I couldn't think of a good new world order joke. Sorry. I had never met a Colombian before, but here in Canada, I got my taxi driver as a lady from Colombia. I was super happy to meet a person from Colombia for the first time. You know, usually there are groups of Colombians in Austin, Colombians in blah, blah, blah. Thank you guys. Enjoy too. I even forgot about the wine. Got very entertained talking with you guys. I even had a movie here. It was called the Hanover. I don't know what they call it. ¿Qué pasó ayer? Like what happened yesterday in Spanish when we have a name for Hanover, which is resaca. And you're evening, what's your favorite Rona? Rona? Rona recipe? What? What do you mean? They are here in Canada, conservative. You are amazing. You too, Jeff. How can find them on salsa night at any club? Oh yes, you're right. Salsa night. A lot. Hispanic clubs. Here in Austin, I know that everyone goes to Gloria's for salsa night, or they go um, to Cielo, Discoteca Cielo. There is another one. I even made fun because a lot of times they tell me, "Hey, let's go to." Then they always tell me the name, but I just forgot which one was. And it's funny, but the people in the kitchen, like Mexican men, could be very pushy. Woo! That I even have to buy a ring and then say that I was married so that they stop bothering me. And I hate that because I'm very busy and then someone is talking to me for stupid things and then I'm like very focused. Then they make me lose my focus. I don't like that. And then I come across as rude because in that moment I'm just thinking in work. Ah, thank you. Resaca, yes, druggy. Resaca with C. Thank you, Latron Latam. Gracias. All right, sleep tight, don't get in trouble, stay in quarantine. Even if you feel like you want to date a lady from Tinder, don't do it. You don't know who can be with who, doing what, getting what. Coronavirus, as Cardi B was saying, shit is real. Shit is getting real. Dan F. and Diesel, I love Glorious. That's my favorite Dynam dance spot. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's better. Anyways, I don't even date anymore. It's from a long time ago. like long time, long, 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 long time. But with just telling you, my libido, like this, zero. And I'm also happy about that, to be honest. Yeah, no chicks with the strangers or with even known. Today I went out to take the trash and then I see my neighbors. We were gossiping 2 meters from each other. She's, I think she's 62. She looks very good for her age. But anyways, long because what if I have it and I don't know? What if she have it? She doesn't know. Or what if I have it and then she doesn't and then she die? Or what if she have it and then I get it and then I die? No, thank you, because you never know how that thing is gonna actually affect you. You don't know if you will actually show symptoms, mild, or you will die. The, remember this Boris Johnson, Minister of England. Oh, he was saying that no, this was everyone most likely would be okay. That's why I say never believe in the data that China tells you. Don't accept even their help because first they donate you their virus and then they want to donate you mask and then they give you a lot of texts that they were bad. No, no. Los colombianos como que nunca tienen una familia compadre. I don't know. I have two. I think this because it's difficult for Colombians to actually get married, and if they do, they are very chauvinist. They think that this is just one person uh, work, like the mother's job. Thankfully, that has been changing, and now men are getting involved, same as the mother, as it should be. The kid needs both mom and dad, and dad should be able as well to take care of the kid as the woman, and the woman also needs to work as the man to have a healthy mentality and finance and a happy kid. Anyways, there is prostitution everywhere, even here in Austin, Texas. Everyone knows in the Rumber, close to North Lamar, there are prostitutes standing there that I have seen them with my own eyes. And it's not that economically good. It is economically good for just some, but not for everyone. Even though this year they came out of the list of countries in development. Now they are like an advanced country. But I think they just did that to avoid giving financial help to Colombia. But most of the economy in Colombia, 60% are informal economy. Is too much. That means there is a lot of poor people that not getting health service, nothing, losing a lot of benefits. Oh, Sharu, thank you. I hope that you find very well educated and with a good attitude for you. All right, I'm saying more goodbye than a poor circus. Have a good night. I think that this night was full of emotions. We had we have a lesson, almost like a classroom. We had an fight with with no police coming. We had a talk and everything. Trinidad and Tobago is more developed. I see. You know what? I will check it up. I haven't checked Trinidad in a long time, like nothing about their politics or anything. So maybe tomorrow I will make another video. What I'm looking for in a man, to be honest, right now, nothing. I'm just focused on being a mom. Cool. I visited Trinidad twice. I have never been in Trinidad. I actually know very little about Trinidad. Now I feel curious about it. All right. Take care. Bye. Stay safe. Stay at home. Or learn how to deal with this corona. Go out keeping the distance. But not in these 2 weeks. These 2 weeks seems to be crucial, like everyone in the world. A pleasure to, yes, be a good man. Yes, I do. Right, take care, people. Bye. Oh, yes, like I forgot to say, like, if you want to follow me, I have Instagram. I don't polish much there because it's mostly uh, things that I do, like when I go out with my kid or something, like it's Colombia with Anita. All right. Take care. Bye. Adios.